America is self-trapped right now. All Iran got to do is turn around and walk away, okay? First of all, make sure, okay, we're not going to increase no heavy water, we ain't going to do none of that. All we're going to do is stay away from you. You want your money, you keep it. Why? Because you don't play in their court. If you play on their court, if you play with their judges, if you play, they win every time. Resistance economy means you may eat a little less. It may be a little harder at first. That might have been the mission, the assignment of the Islamic Republic. The assignment of the Islamic Republic may have been the same thing that it survived under when the revolution first started 40 years ago. Now they're just coming back to that. That's been their assignment all the time. Allah protected the Islamic Republic all the time. Allah has protected and safeguarded the Islamic Republic all the time. Back to the Daftaris and the people over there and the people in the foreign ministry. They got so tied up in signing treaties and okay, that they don't have enough backbone to say we blew that, we made a mistake. So now let's get, you see what I mean? That's what they're supposed to say. Hey, we blew that, but everybody's human. So now let's get busy doing what we can do, right? That's what they're supposed to say. But they're too weak. They got some hidden agenda. I'm not going to sit here and watch them do that. I've been edging up to blowing the whistle. If they don't respond properly tonight and tomorrow, they got 2 days finished. The way we're coming straight at them. We're coming straight at the people who cause the problem, who's avoiding the problem, who's manipulating the problem for this white man here in America. That's where we're coming from. We don't care whether we're at a different stage. We didn't sign up for this stage to go astray. The Islamic Republic is in the driver's seat. The American government has self-trapped itself. All the people are lined up. Nobody believes America. All Iran has to do is design its byline and its storyline based on what we've been talking about tonight. The historical behavior of the United States of America. Not only from the Mexican War to remember the Maine, the Gulf of Tonkin, but their own struggle. 1953, they got rid of the Shah. They lived under that oppressor for another 25 years. And the people here you got to teach the people what's going on. Just like it's repeat. America repeats a lie so much,
people believe it.
People believe it. They'll say, they'll ask them, you see these dumb generals and what have you on the TV? Do you think that Iran did that? 90% of them said, I'd like to see a little bit more, but yes, they did it. Look at what they got. Nobody believes it. So Iran got to use that. Remember, now they're in a position. Do you know? They got countries going back and forth talking about new currencies. They got China and Russia moving around in strange ways. Do you know the Islamic Republic now has a regional responsibility moving toward a global responsibility? But it can't weasel its way up. Just like the war cost stuff, this one may be too. Now, y'all been saying this easy for that nigga to sit there in the United States and talk that mess. But everything I'm telling you, I did double here in the United States. I'm here, I call it by myself. When I went in exile, I went by myself. When I went to jail, I went by myself. When I started the Black Economic Enterprise Zone in Oakland, 1968, 1972, 71, nobody was, when I left, the thing fell apart. Did nobody, they was doing it, but they didn't want, you know what I mean? They just, yeah, this is beautiful. As soon as I left, they went back to being Negroes. I wasn't disappointed. I did my job. I did what I could while I was there. On this go-round, ain't nobody stood in front of the United States, the FBI, the CIA, and all of them more than we have. Nobody. Don't make no difference whether you believe it or not. I'm just telling you, and you can research it or whatever you want to do. Now, so you have to exploit your opportunities. The total exposure of U.S. and its habits. We say the luck of the Americans. Whatever they want, they just get lucky and it pops up. Oh, we tried to buy the states of Arizona and California and all of that after Texas seceded, and you know, stole Texas in 1836. No, Houston became something like 1845, somewhere around that. Yeah. They just won in Mexico, and guess what? They just got a war. You know what Abraham Lincoln said about the Mexican War? They used to call him Spotty, because he used to go up on the hill, right there in Washington, right where we are now. And he used to go to the map, and he used to say, show me the spot where Mexico invaded the United States. That was his favorite saying. They call him Spotty. Here comes Spotty. Because he's going to say, show me the spot, right? Where Mexico invaded the United States. They couldn't do it. So when America wants something, historically, they would just get lucky and they would pop up. So when they would want to expand their colonies, well, the Maine would blow up in Havana Harbor. That's all. Just blow up. Yeah, and 286 sailors, and they would just say, well, Spain did it. That's what the Yellow Press said. Hearst did. Wow, some of them were white folks. They said that. Okay. In Iran, 53, they just did what they want. Y'all ever heard of the Gulf of Tonkin resolution? Biggest lie in the world. The U.S. was fired upon, and I don't know whether Mike cares what the whole ships. And weapons of mass destruction. Has anybody heard of weapons of mass destruction? Y'all heard of them. Have you seen any? This is the question. Have you seen any? Now they're running the dumb question. Here's the dumb Americans. The Americans, look, they're so dumb, they don't have no allies. Their allies saying, how often? What does a world power have to do to it isolates itself? It isolates itself. So, y'all saw the footage from the Iranian naval vessel that goes up and pulls off. Well, the only thing is, people said, we didn't, it wasn't no like a water mine, it wasn't no mine that blew up. It was the doggone flash stuff all over. Now they got some new stuff. All they do is show you a picture, and they said people in a boat rowing or something. They said these are Iranians, they rowing to kill somebody, or they rowing back from killing somebody. Right? That's all they do. Everybody in the world has an intelligence agency, all the big countries. None of them believe in that. Iran now has to use that. Instead of talking about we're going to do this, we're going to do that, so no. Well, peaceniks, today they ought to say, we have a right, according to such and such in the treaty, I think it's 2 or 3 parts, to expand a little bit more, heavy water, whatever they do. They ought to say, none of that. We're pulling back from everything. We are now official peaceniks. And the stories we were relating, every time something comes up, Iran's position should be to clown the United States of America. Yeah, just show it. That's what they said. Look at these pictures here. But look what the Japanese, all they got to do is take Pompeo, have a fact sheet, like they do with Donald Trump, right? And Pompeo says, he said this, and then have a fact sheet. This is what happened. And do that over and over again. And don't stray from that. Keep repeating over and over again. And say this, whatever happens in the Middle East, or the Gulf, that's the U.S. We are pulling back from all confrontational stands. Why? Because Iran don't have to prove nothing, right? Iran don't have to prove we're not scared of you. They don't have to do that. They don't have to, you should not. You should tell the people, y'all is listening. You call Iran right now and you tell them, this is what we said right here. Cut the hands of the American power. Handcuff them. How? By playing in another court, your own court. You play in your own court. A resistance economy. Your resistance economy. And you may not know, but that might have been your assignment all along, to show the world. See, look at Iran. Iran already showed the world what they can do. But the world needs more convincing. Right? Now, what combination is it? The global combination. Who's on your side? Chinaman's is on your side. Because the dumb U.S. attacked everybody at once. NATO is on Iranian side. Then Iranian, you know they got Schindler's List? All them Jews he helped. Y'all put out the list of 1,000 Iranian Jews. Y'all helped during World War II. Don't nobody over here know that? That Iran rescued over 1,000 Jews in World War II. Iran did. And Jews have been in Iran since Nebuchadnezzar's time. Them guys way back then. 589 BC is when Jews, if Iranians have left Iran since then, they must have it pretty good. Right? Tell the truth. Remember the game, man, the Gulf of Tonkin? Okay. How to win the present situation hands down. Number one, or A, de-escalate. De-escalate. All this tension. You can be mad. We're not mad. We're going on about our business. If you want to fight with us, you're going to have to chase us down. Because we're going about our business. You see what I mean? De-escalate. Iran had already proved that the world is on Iran's side. The world is not on the United States' side. So the message is this. Oh, you're not going to follow what you said in the treaty, AOP, whatever it is, and you're going to sanction us? And we followed everything? That's why they should follow everything to the letter. With a smile. Put everybody on notice. Oh, you Europeans, if they help, fine. If they don't help, they're Europeans. The Americans, stay out of their ballpark. If you fight in their ring, they judges gonna fight in there. Do not fight in their ring. Don't ask them anymore. Did you follow the treaty? Go to the mirror, look in the mirror, and say this, foreign ministry, all you big shots, y'all know what I'm talking about. Say, and presidents, all of y'all, say, we were damn fools. Damn fools. It's not bad. Everybody's a damn fool. We used to say in the dunya, there's too many ways to be a fool and duck them all. Right? Some guys are smart with women, but they use drugs. Some people got drugs and women together. They got that down pat. They gamble. Right? They gamble and niggas gamble. That's why we used to say there's too many ways to be a fool and duck them all. In other words, somebody, that's the idea, it's not in Islam. Some kind of way you might get tripped up. So, number one, pull back, de-escalate, expose the USA, Zionists, and Saudis, and all their friends. You got to look at all the Saudis and their friends. The Saudis and their friends in the Gulf region are bombing and killing Yemen. The Americans stopped taking it off TV because they just killed 12 wedding people today or yesterday, right? It's like, if you're a friend of America, you can slaughter anybody you want, and it's okay. Iran has to show those contradictions over and over and over again. That's all they got to do, is keep bringing up those contradictions one way or another, over and over and over again. Repeat over and over again to the whole world. And then continue to survive. Resistance economy means that Iran can check out exports. Iran can use its position now to have a global call. So y'all see what the U.S. is doing. We done decided to go it alone. We're going to go it alone. And y'all want to help above board, underground, just look out for us any way you can. You want to send a shipment of this? You want to do this? It's up to you. You want to take the flag off your ship and set it up and let it unload? And Bandar Abbas somewhere, that's good. So Iran now should reach out to the world and do the world a favor. Point at the global monster that's on the ropes. Boss man on the ropes right now. Iran don't need Iran. You don't need to be asking, come on, follow the tell them, kiss right behind. You ain't gonna follow? Fine, keep it. You keep your little old money. Why? Because after a while, you gotta remember, boss man is the one teetering. You got to remember, Iran has survived for 40 years. All of this fitna is so new. We didn't have a signal diplomacy on and on for I don't know how long. Okay. Cut the hands of Zionist Americanism. Foreign ministry and others, your problem is your history of cliquism. Remember, you turn to the people of the Islamic Republic of Iran. First thing you do is take up, since you asked in your country and your countrymen to tighten their belt, all of y'all that can afford it, take 25%, if you can afford it, a 50% salary cut right now. Yeah, y'all. Don't do like the Congress. You cut people's money off and then they vote themselves some more money. You want to be an American? You do that. Yeah, let's do that. Vote yourself some more money and cut the Iranian people's throat. You'll be good Americans. You want to be an American? That's the way you do. You want to be a good Muslim? Say I have a $5,000 a month salary, I'm cutting it. I can afford to live off $2,500. Do that. If you can afford to live off $3,000, do that. If you can't afford hardly nothing, just say, I'm going to take $1,000 off something. Just for the heck of it. Yeah. So that the Iranian people will see whatever you have, those type of situations, if the people know they're all in it together, they can stand anything. They can stand anything. And plus, nobody's going to be walking around with puffed up bellies and stuff like that. You know what the richest country in that area? Or best organized? Iran. Take some of those dams that you built, maybe build a few more modest dams, and then irrigate all of that desert area. Grow crops. Make sure that your resistance economy is indigenous. Now, export. Iran can export. There's things that Afghanistan needs, there's things that Pakistan needs, there's things that others need. So you figure out, and you get with people, what can we produce? There's things that the countries right under the Soviet Union, Afghanistan,